Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Earth Defense Force. Now, the next mission I'll be playing here, I've already finished. Unfortunately, the original recording I did in that initial playthrough was lost. So, for this first mission, I'm going to have to replay it. I'm going to be playing as the Ranger class with the Sparrow shotgun and the AF-15 rifle for a longer range. Now, the second mission I'll be showing in this video is the initial recording. It's just this first mission that was lost. So let's go ahead and jump into the mission. This is Bug Tower. This is rather surprising info. We've confirmed an enemy nest in the mountains. It appears to be home to countless flying creatures. Head out and investigate.
Select a deploying.
Now, this is one of those missions that isn't necessarily straightforward what it is you're supposed to do. You might
Leave it to me.
You might think that the idea is to attack the nest when you see it. And as far as I can tell, the nest doesn't take any damage. You really just have to survive the swarms for the duration of the mission. You don't even have to kill all of the insects. You just have to survive to a certain point, and then the mission will end. I don't want to ruin anything else for you, exactly how the course of the mission goes. But for me, I initially did try and attack the nest and take it out, and it doesn't seem like you can. At least not at this point. Alright, so let's aggro these insects here. Ooh, whipping my shots there. Switch to the shotgun as we're...
They're not called giant insects for nothing. Still, I never thought the hives could get that big.
Big as a building. I'll make them pay. Ready to shoot. Destroy. Extermination.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
So far, so good.
Whoever kills the most buys dinner. Understood? Let's talk about this tomorrow.
It'll be quite a bit of a walk before we get close enough to aggro the next group, as they're a little bit far away. Now the AI is going to go down that little valley there. I'm going to actually stay up here so I can get a longer range shot on the insects. Although it's kind of hard to see with the tree in the way.
What are you fighting for? For livelihood. I finally got you.
Alright, there. I should have aggroed them now.
Yes, sir! What should they take out next? I forgot the boys! Settle down! Reloading now! I've had close combat training. I'll make them
Okay.
pay.
Giant insects are coming out from the hive. There will definitely be a big army of bugs in the hive.
EDF!
Alright, so we've got our first big swarm coming.
Insects are multiplying and evolving in that hive. They better be destroyed quickly.
And as you can also see, there's a new type of bee insect, the red one.
The giant insects.
And just like the red enemies we've seen in the past, they're a little bit tougher than normal variant, as you would assume.
Engage in battle. Ranger 6, roger.
Now, the longer that my allies survive, the longer we keep the bees focused on them and not on me, and the easier it is to survive here. Ah, just out of range. Alright.
My gun feels left out. Aren't there any enemies? What are we supposed to do now? Someone cover the left. Yes. Loading up.
Okay.
Back me up for 2 seconds. We need a commander.
I have definitely seen
Yes. Giant insects are coming out.
the Allies do a little bit better than this in the past. Okay, now we're just going to fire indiscriminately into the group, as the swarm is big enough that we don't really even have to aim when we're shooting at them.
I feel like a robot.
We can take out the red ones, that will help a little bit.
Crap! Don't die! Where's the leader? I've been shot! Hey, what are we gonna do now?
Alright, let's start firing into this group.
Defeated it! You're great!
Alright, so far my allies are doing pretty good, I would say.
Armor's dead! It's over! Hey, what are we gonna do now? You bring a shield? No problem.
Well, that is still a big swarm.
What happened? That's one.
Yeah, they're starting to dwindle now.
Magazine! Impossible! What are we supposed to do now? Hey, does it hurt? Commander is down! We just gotta keep fighting!
There are too many giant insects. Withdraw and regroup. All units, retreat.
You're a good man. I won't forget you.
And that's pretty much the mission. Alright. So we got a little bit of armor out of the deal, so it's not a total loss. In any case, as I said, the next bit of footage here is the initially recorded footage, the first time I played it through. Alright, I've taken a look at the description for the next mission, Fortress Attack. We failed to destroy the quadruped fortress, so now we will attempt to change its route. It is currently nearing our defense perimeter. This fortress is flanked by Hectors, bearing particle stream cannons, and its armor is too much, even for our grindbusters. We'll have to attack its weak point, which can only be achieved with ground troops. If we fail, the city will be destroyed. Move out and good luck! Now, from my experience of facing these quadruped fortresses in the past, I think the Wing Diver is the best choice. I'm going to use a combination of the Plasma Ram and the Idun C for this. Now, I think this is going to be tough nonetheless, and I think the Wing Diver is the best suited for this because of the ground that the fortress can cover. It's pretty quick relatively, and where it steps, it more or less causes these giant explosions. And I have to get pretty much right on top of it to be able to do damage to it. I have to do damage to the little trap door underneath it. So the idea here is to get close with the Plasma Ram. I'm going to have to get really darn close with that because it's under 100 meters. And hit it while it's open. And then back off while it's moving around and what have you. But I think this is going to be a tough mission.
Select a deploying.
As last time I faced it, it was covered in guns and all kinds of things. And we'll have to see what we need to do here.
All units, proceed.
But I'm going to try and get over to it as quickly as I can. I may have to take out Hectors every once in a while, too. Alright, so there's the trap door. Now the question is, can I get up to it before it closes? Alright, there's one hit. I see it closing right now, though. I don't think I'm going to get another hit. And my jetpack is pretty much exhausted from that engagement. So I'm going to have to let it recharge here. Ooh, don't want to be near the foot. Yeah, see, there's that big explosion I was talking about. Every time it steps, that big explosion happens. Which is going to make this whole thing very hard. Alright, it's opening up again, but I might be too far away to take advantage. Ooh, that frame rate as the buildings crash. Let's see if we can get there. I don't think so. My jetpack's too low. I have to get really darn close. I'll at least hit this while I'm there. Alright, let's jump up here. Alright, I should probably stay close to the fortress so that if it opens up again, I can take advantage. See, that's tough, because if I'm anywhere near the feet, that happens. Alright, it looks like it's open. This might be my chance.
Wait for the hatch to open. Attack the opened hatch.
One hit. Maybe we'll get one other hit. There's two. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm in trouble.
This is Scout. The enemy is dropping.
Alright. I need health badly. Do we have any health? Oh. I don't think this is a chance that I can really use right now. I gotta back off.
That is a plasma cannon.
Maybe we go after these Hectors that are stragglers right now. That one's down. Come on. One hit. Two hits. Dead. Alright, let's get the health. Okay. I think now's a chance to maybe attack here. Recharge. Oh, I don't know what these things are.
Aim for the inside when the hatch is open.
Alright. There's another one down. Another one down. Geez, there's a ton of them. Another one down. One hit. There we go.
Destroy the quadruped fortress's cannons.
Okay.
Railgun, fire at will.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. What is hitting me? Okay. Alright, let's see if we can make progress now. Yeah, see, these are the guns. Gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright, let's see if we can get in there. Ow, 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 ow. One hit. One more. Come on, come on, come on. Nah, I think I hit that instead. Damn it. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, I'm in trouble. Ah, no! Alright, I have no choice but to run away here. Ooh, the frame rate as the buildings collapse. Alright, I need to back out. I'm out of range for that. Alright, you're coming to me. Nope, too late. I think I'm too far away for those hits. Alright, let's see if we can get in here. Nothing's open, but I can at least do this. Knock out some of these. Okay, here we go. Got him.
Psionic link.
Alright, well that was a tough fight, for sure. I know I didn't get as many power-ups as I could have there. But, knock the fortress down, that's what matters. Doesn't look like it would have made much difference anyway, as we didn't get anything new. Well, that was definitely a tough fight. And I honestly think the Wing Diver was the best choice there. I think I needed that mobility to get in, get out. If I was Fencer, Ranger, Air Raider, I think I just would have gotten overwhelmed and not been able to retreat and been killed pretty easily. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.